Thank you very much for inquiring about my small group training. In this little short video, I want to explain exactly what the group training is and the details about it, and that way you can decide if it's something that's even for you. Now, small group training is limited to the amount of people that I accept, so I keep it as a maximum of 4 people per class. These classes are 1 hour long, okay? Now, it's nothing like a boot camp. Don't think that small group training is like a boot camp. The reason why I keep it limited to 4 people is because I want to individualize everything that I do. I want to make sure that I can correct your form when you're doing something wrong, or sit down and talk to you about your goals and what's going on in your life and how we can go ahead and work around these issues. That way I can spend more time with the individual rather than just pushing a lot of people through my system. One of the other real positives that I found with small group training is it creates a community. So what I do is I create these small groups where it's like-minded people going through a lot of the similar situations that they can feed off of each other. They can use their energy or their past experiences to go ahead and give to the other people in the class. And that way, when you surround people with others, or surround yourself with other people who are wanting to achieve the same goals as you, you're way more likely to achieve that goal. So with that being said, these classes are full of women, mostly aged 30 to 50, who are wanting to tone up, lose weight, get stronger, get more energy, feel healthier basically. And that's what the class is comprised of. One of the best things I have to offer to this group is that where I coach out of is a private facility, okay? So there's not a lot of people there. There's not a lot of meatheads. There's not a lot of grunting and groaning and slamming weights and judging going on. It's me, my clients, and maybe a couple other people of the trainers that are there. It doesn't ever get very busy at this facility, okay? So you'll be comfortable in that environment. One of the biggest differences between someone who gets results and someone who doesn't is accountability. And that's what I am. I'm really an accountability buddy who gives you direction and pushes you to do things that normally you wouldn't do without me. So how do I give accountability? Well, one is you show up to multiple classes per week, okay? Depending on what we decide with your schedule and your fitness level, your goals, you may come 2, 3, 4 times a week, somewhere in that area. And when we first start our training together, we take before pictures. And then we do that monthly, okay? Every month we want to take some pictures, we want to do some measurements, we want to see if what we're doing is working. And you'll be amazed that when you put a side-by-side picture and you see the results, you light up, you get motivated, it keeps you going, it lets you know that, hey, what you're doing is working, just keep on pushing. I see this a lot. People get overwhelmed. They think they gotta do A, B, C, D, and E to get to their goal. Problem is, you gotta do A before you do B. So what I'm saying is, you may have some big goal that you're wanting to reach, some weight loss goal, something that's of significance to you. But you can't get to your big goal until you get through step 1. So what we do is we start with your big goal, we work our way backwards, and then we start with step 1. What does it take for me this week or even this day that pushes me in the right direction? So every week you and I will sit down at the beginning of our class as a group, and you're gonna write your goals out for the week. What do we wanna work on with nutrition? What do we wanna work on with exercise? Do you have any struggles that you wanna talk about? Any aha moments? So the aha moments, anything positive that happened to you, like someone said my shirt fit differently, I look better, I have more energy, I'm sleeping better. All those things, we want to be thinking about all the positives that are coming into your life due to this training, and then you'll be a lot more likely to continue going down that path. Along with those goals, I love to give mindset goals. Hey, I don't want me to be your primary source of education, okay? I want to be one of them, but I don't want to be the only one. Meaning, I want to recommend a book to you, recommend a documentary to you, something that is going to get your mind thinking rather than from me, but from an outside source, okay? So education is super important to me, and I want you to know not only what you should be doing, but why we're doing it. And then last, we track your workouts. Meaning, I write up a program based off where you're currently at. We do that program for usually 4 weeks, give or take. We track every single workout. How many reps are you doing? How much weight are you doing? And that way the following week, we know, okay, I'm just looking for a little bit of improvement. We're not looking for a ton of improvement, you know? Well, yeah, we'll take it, but we just want to be pushing ourselves a little bit further each time so that we keep progressing. And when you keep progressing, your body has to adapt, AKA fat loss, being toned, feeling more energy, gaining strength. Those are all adaptations that come from exercise and or other things. I cannot reiterate this enough. This is not a boot camp, okay? This is not some circuit where I've set up 5 different exercises and you're going in a circle. I'm against that, okay? I feel that I have way too much knowledge and education to be doing something so simple-minded. So it's not a boot camp, okay? Your programs are individualized. I sit down with you, see your body type, where are you at, start training you, get to know you, and then program based off of where you're at and what your goals are. Nothing like a boot camp. With these classes, I do also offer nutritional guidance. What does that mean? Well, it's different for everybody. For some, it's a meal plan. They want a rigid structure meal plan. If that's you, hey, okay, we can start there. Others, they want a little bit more freedom. So I have an option for that. Well, let's start tracking your food. Let's plug in numbers as goals, macronutrients as goals. And as you go along through the day, you're plugging it in and you're seeing where you're currently at so that you can adjust as you go along, hitting these specific numbers. Others, I may assign a 9-part video series that I've done in the past, which is basically teaching you how to flexible diet without thinking through it all day. Everybody's different. Everybody's at a different starting point. This is where you've got to know yourself, and that way I can assign to you the correct content. You may think scheduling is an issue for you. Well, I've got a solution. I've got classes in the morning and I've got classes in the evening. It's all set up on an app. So you have this app on your phone, you go in and you schedule the classes that work for you each week. Now, these don't have to be the same each week. They can be different classes from one week to the following week if your schedule changes. You just go in and schedule the classes, show up, I've got your program, and we'll get rolling. Look, if you're worrying that my starting point is too far back here, that I can't sign up with a personal trainer, it's not further from the truth. Wherever your starting point is, it doesn't matter to me. Look, these classes are full of 30 to 50-year-old women who are overweight, anywhere from 15 pounds overweight. I've had women that are 100 pounds overweight, and I put them all together. It works, okay? It's a perfect mix of people who are trying to achieve the same kind of goal. Once again, so it's that support group that we're looking for, and I find that that works really, really well. And that's the group training structure. That's how the classes work. So what matters most now is what you do next. This is your opportunity to take advantage and jump into these group training. If you do this now, I will offer you a 2-week trial for only $50, okay? Huge, huge, huge benefit there. Think about it. $50 for 2 weeks. I get to try out the training program. I get to sit down in a consultation, meet with Corey, see exactly what he's about, try his classes for 2 weeks, no long-term commitment, and then from there decide. It's a no-brainer.